Hello everyone, this is Shinobi once again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So as part of continuation of using Elites only team, I'm using them in Void Tower Hard to see how far I can go with only Elites team. Okay, so I'm only using like 5 of the Elites: Charles, Raurke, Roger, Rodira and Anna. If you want to see the stats that I have used on these champions, you can have a look at my Void Tower normal Elites only team video that I had posted a couple of days ago. You'll find all the stats there. So I was testing this one to see how far I can go in Void Tower Hard using only an Elites only team. I know that everyone is getting a starter legendary champion. Most of them have got Valeria or Val. I also chose Val as my first starter Lego. So if you have them, have her, or if you have Hydracia or Ciara, or maybe, doesn't matter who your starter champion, legendary champion is, you can use that champion here along with 3 of the others. So if you have Mythacia, you don't have to use Rodira over here. But if you do not have Mythacia, you might want to use Rodira or other healers. If you have Black Phone, that's good. But Rodira is the next best option that you can get. And you can use one of the other DPS, and you can also use Vans. I had to use Vans because as I was testing this one over this rotation of Void Tower Hard, I found a bottleneck. At one point I couldn't go further using only Elites as a champion, and then I had to use my Vans over there. That was because at that point my Elite heroes could not outdamage the heals or the support that was being received by the other heroes. So you'll find it's what is expected. You can't expect Elites to finish off Void Tower Hard just by themselves. Maybe after we get the masteries, when the masteries update comes, and when you can glyph or enhance your gear, at that point we can say that okay, now Elites can do better. But until that point we'll have to just bear with it. So that's the best part, that is the best that I could do, and in this video I can tell you that at floor 40 you have reached your bottleneck. You cannot beat floor 40 with an Elites only team. That is, I'm saying that with the gear that I have. My gear is not bad, even though it's not the best in the game. I'm pretty sure it's really good. So even with those gears and having all of my Elites completely ascended, I couldn't beat floor 40. I probably lasted up to 50 rounds on one of the tests that I did, but then I began to lose my Anna, I lost my Roger, and then I said okay, this is too much, and so I decided to just go for 1 epic and 3 Elites at that point. And so I will be testing higher floors, 41 and above, using 3 Elites and 1 epic to see how far I can go with just 3 Elites and 1 epic. Last time when I tested it, I reached up to floor 80, but last time it was a different kind of buff. This time you have got a buff in which the enemy heroes will get 20% attack for every dead of allies of mine, and also get 50% defense more if they don't have a control on them. So you have to taunt these champions, you have to freeze these champions, you have to stun these champions, and there are not many Elites who can do that. And even if they do that, they are only like single target ones. You do not have a multi-target taunter or a multi-target freeze champion in Elite. So it's really extremely difficult to use only Elites there. But fortunately we do have our own, at least 1 Lego. Everybody has got at least 1 legendary, and so you can use them there. So you just need 3 other Elites, or 2 Elites and 1 epic to work around that composition to beat the flows. So if you have Val, you can use Val, and you can also use Vans, and I like Vans very much. Okay, so I showcase Vans as much as possible, and I had to use him here as well in floor 40, where it was a problem for me, as I couldn't beat floor 40 with only Elite, so I had to use Vans. And Vance is also a free-to-play champion. You can synthesize him, you can ascend him fully, and then you can build him up very strong. He's very strong and has got extremely good skills, and his kit is really good, interesting as well. So you can use him really good. And so yeah, so I had to use Vance at floor 40. By the way, I've also got a giveaway. Right, so the first 10 people who are commenting on my YouTube video, on this YouTube video, will be getting 500 diamonds each. So I'll be sending them the code. So you just have to you just have to comment on this YouTube video that how you want to get the code. You want it on YouTube or you want it on the Discord. Just DM me. And I will send them the code. I've got on my YouTube channel, I've got the Discord link over there. You can click on that link, join our guild Discord, just temporarily, not permanently. You can join there and inform me that yeah, this is your Discord ID, and I will DM you the code by which you can receive 500 diamonds. So that's only for the first 10 people, okay? And this is because this is my first giveaway that I'm getting 10 giveaways to be given to everybody. No, not to everybody, I mean for each person, one giveaway of 500 diamonds. Okay, let's get back to the game. So yeah, so I'm using Charles, and as you can say, Charles is like extremely good. I probably used him last time up to floor 70 or probably 80 also. He's got 100% taunt, but at floor 40, Nithesha is wood champion and he's weak there. And it's not enough that you have somebody who can taunt Nithesha. The problem is that you have got Brand and you have got I think Joseph. Yeah, so you got Joseph and you got Brand over there who can cleanse. And so since your champions, your elite champions are all single target ones, you can only taunt one of them. And Roger and Anna and Rorke do not have 100% taunt chance, and that causes even more problem. Like if you do not have 100% taunt chance, those champions whom you are up against are elites and legendaries. They might even resist you easily. So yeah, it was pretty difficult for me to beat that one, and so I had to use Vans. But up to that time, I think even in floor 39 I had an issue. I had to redo the run a couple of times in order to beat that. So starting from floor 31 it becomes very difficult, and that's because of the stage buff, you know, the flow buff of getting 50% extra defense. And so the amount of damage that I can deal is so drastically reduced that it becomes more and more difficult as you go higher up in the stage. So floor 40 was the maximum that I could reach with only elites. And so yeah, in the coming days I'll be showcasing floor 50 and floor 60, and I will try to showcase on as many as possible with only elites and one epic, or maybe at the most 2 epics depending upon the flow. But obviously the elites only team is quite it's interesting to do, you know, like it's not possible for everyone to do. It's interesting to find out the limits of each champion, what they can do, and how long they can last, what kind of damage they can deal. You can see here the Natalie was not able to one-shot me. These guys are really tanky. These guys can really last, but the problem is they don't give any damage. So that's the problem. If their damage was like super high, if they had very good damage, just like Vance. Even Vance, even though he's a single target one, he can, like one shot lots of champions, and he deals really good damage. But these people are not able to do that kind of damage. And maybe if I had given my Hackrin set to my Charles, then possibly he might have dealt more damage, but he's still, that's not what I require over here. I should have given him the Hackrin set. Then he would have had around 4,000 defense, maybe 3,800 defense if I had given him the Hackrin set. At that time he would have dealt much more damage than what he's doing now, because at the moment he's got only like 1,700 defense. But then he wouldn't heal himself now. Right, the moment he's on revival set, so he's able to heal himself and sustain himself better. And he's got an accuracy of like around 130 accuracy, so, or maybe 120. So he's able to place his taunts. But if I give him my Hackrin set doesn't have any focus on him, so he will not be able to do anything. So you can see how quickly Vance was able to take out Nithesha, and that's because I was using Joseph over here. And the reason I used Joseph over here was because I wanted to give Vance the bonus turn. So that's the same thing that happens with Joseph in the enemy's composition. He gives Nithesha the bonus turn, because of which Nithesha first does her special, gets the bonus turn from Joseph, and she does her ultimate. So she heals herself up, or maybe somebody else, but she heals herself, and then she gives a team-wide heal. And that makes it extremely difficult for single target champions and for elites to take her out. And you do not have enough damage to take her out, and she places a shield on herself with her A1, and Brand is there to place a shield on everyone every turn, and Joseph is there to cleanse and also give buffs, and Brand also gives buffs. So the best champion you can use on this floor is Vance, because the more buffs others get, Vance gets that much of rage, and he deals extra damage, and he's also able to duplicate the buffs on himself. So yeah, and that's the reason why I decided to use Vance. And the second reason is obvious. He is a free to play champion. You can synthesize him. So yeah, I love Vance. I don't know why I keep repeating the same thing about Vance, because I love him. You can see a lot of my videos I'm using Vance everywhere. And so I just like to talk about him. Anyways, yeah, so this is what I said. This is the stage at which you cannot use only Elite's team. You have to use somebody else, but you don't have to do that. If you want to finish your Void Tower hard, you can use Rodira, you can use Charles, or maybe Roger, and use two other legendary or epic champions, preferably one Vance and one Val, so you get an all-round cover of every affinity, and you will be able to deal enough damage. Or you might use like Joseph to give buffs to everybody, make him fast, make him to give buff to everybody, the increase attack and increase defense on everybody, and then give a bonus turn. But at the same time, at higher floors, you might want to have somebody to taunt. So yeah, as I go higher up, I'll do more tests, and then I'll post more videos on how to finish off without a lot of Legos and more free-to-play champions. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my video. I hope please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Peace, love, and blessings to all of you. See you. Bye.